Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the historic Sorg Theater. We are so happy to see you here today and to be in this treasure of Middletown. My name is Sarah Nathan, the director of Middletown Community Foundation, and we're really here to celebrate the accomplishments of your students. We've had the privilege of interviewing all of these students, and I can assure you that they represent their school, their families, and themselves with a great deal of class. The future is indeed bright with these young leaders that we'll honor today. With me to celebrate on the stage from the Community Foundation is Sarah Watson, our program officer, and our program assistant, Patty Dane. Anytime you email or call the office, you've probably interacted with one of these ladies. They have made sure all the details for today are just right. So let's thank Sarah and Patty with a round of applause for their attention to detail. Yes. And Sarah and Patty are joined on the stage and are supported by a volunteer extraordinaire, Carol Schul. Carol, for many years, has chaired our scholarship committee. And not only did Carol read every application multiple times, she scheduled all the judges for the interviews, and she shares her detailed knowledge of each scholarship at the foundation with our team. So let's thank Carol for her tireless service. Also with us today from the Community Foundation are members of our Board of Trustees, Beth Brockman and Dustin Hurley. And so next I'll invite Dustin, our president of the board, to share a few comments.
Thank you, Sarah. Again, thank you all for being with us today. It is gratifying to be in a leadership position for an organization that is so passionate about education on every level. While we are here today to recognize and celebrate those of you moving on to traditional higher education, Middletown Community Foundation also champions education efforts for adults who wish to go back to school, individuals pursuing technical degrees or certificates for career advancement, as well as providing significant funding for early childhood education, literacy efforts, musical instruments for local schools, and so much more. So there's very little in the way of learning from cradle to career that this organization does not support. And that's something that we're all very proud of. To our students who are graduating, I hope you will consider these scholarships as a representation of how much your community cares about your future. There are donors all across this room and many more who could not be with us today who have made these scholarships possible. As you take the next steps in your journey, I hope you'll carry with you the knowledge that we are always rooting for you and we'll always be here for you, and that's what community is all about. To the parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, other family members, friends, I want to invite you to get to know the Middletown Community Foundation a little better. Maybe come to an open house, follow us on social media, or you could become a member with a relatively small annual sponsorship. We have provided you with a QR code on the back of your program to guide you to our webpage, and you can get some more information there or make a donation. We invite you to help us continue our legacy of generosity in Franklin, Madison, Middletown, Monroe, and Trenton. Our doors are always open to you. Of course, to the donors, those of you who have made this entire scholarship program possible through your generous gifts, thank you. I really can't say enough for all of the donors that consistently show up. Now it's my pleasure to introduce my colleague on the Board of Trustees, Beth Brockman.
Thank you, Dustin. First and foremost, I have the privilege of thanking our dedicated scholarship committee who make our scholarship program possible. These volunteers dedicate many hours to ensuring the process is current, fair, and equitable. Please stand when I call your name. Scholarship Chairperson Carol Schul, Peggy McCluskey, Bev Howard, Andy Singer, Tom Dowden, Amy Earls, and Beth Hurst. Thank you all. In addition to the scholarship committee, we also have a stellar group of scholarship interviewers, including many with educational backgrounds. If you served as a scholarship interviewer this year, please stand. Thank you. Today we have the pleasure of distributing over 150 scholarships to students from Baden, Edgewood, Bishop Fenwick, Franklin, Madison, Marshall, Middletown, Middletown Christian, Monroe, and Springboro High Schools. Each of these students either lives within our service area or falls within a specific scholarship parameter. As a parent who's been where all of you parents are today, I want to congratulate you on raising such fine young people and for preparing them for the next phase of their journey. We, as a collective community, are fortunate and thankful that you chose to raise your children here. We are all the richer for it. So thank you. And now we have Sarah to start the celebration.
Thank you, Beth. Thanks. Thanks. Well, this is the exciting part, my friends, and this is our largest turnout yet, with over 300 students, family, friends, donors, and school faculty. And for our students who are literally on the precipice of their next great adventure, the caregivers who have made that next adventure possible for their students, and all of those others, family members who are trying to hold it together while they let their children fly, the school personnel who have partnered with families to ensure that all of these students find success, and us. We're just happy to be a little part of this history. The scholarship program at Middletown Community Foundation is a comprehensive process. Our partners are the counselors from each of your schools, and we want to thank them for many returned phone calls, quick replies to emails, and your genuine earnestness in ensuring that all of your students have this opportunity to apply. And briefly, I'd like to explain how the scholarship process works. Scholarship donors begin a scholarship fund with the Community Foundation, and many times they choose to do this in honor of family or in the memory of loved ones. The donor or donor's family establishes the parameters of the scholarship based on things that might remind them of their loved one. In some ways, this makes matching students to scholarships pretty simple. You fit where you fit. In the instance that we have outstanding students who don't fit any of the scholarship parameters that are decided by the donors, we have created outstanding merit scholarship awards for at least one student from each of the schools here today. It's our way of saying that we see you, you've worked really hard and accomplished so much in high school that we want to honor that with a merit scholarship. I'd like to add my congratulations to every student in the room. You have overcome some unusual circumstances if you think about how you started high school 4 years ago, and now you're entering an exciting and challenging period of your life. So I hope you'll soak it up, enjoy every minute of it, even the challenging parts, because education at the college level is all that you make of it, all that you learn. As much as you get out, as much as you put into it is what you'll get out of it. Find your friends, make a new path for yourself. Remember that question on our scholarship application where we asked you what you would do differently in high school? Remember that answer as you go to college. Get involved, get to know your faculty members and advisors. They will be your North Star if you stay connected to them. And remember that your hometown is here cheering you on no matter what. All right, my friends, this is the fun part. as the program goes, each of the school representatives will come forward to announce the winners from their school. And for those of you who are donors in the room, when you hear the name of your scholarship announced, please stand and make your way to the front rows over here so you can meet your scholarship student. You might even hold up that yellow paddle that you were given at registration so your students can see you and meet you. So hopefully this will facilitate the donors meeting the students. Once our students exit the stage, you'll have that opportunity to meet, and of course, we hope you'll stay a little after the ceremony to talk more and get a picture at our picture booth. And now for our students who are coming onto the stage, after you walk through here, shake some hands, and get your certificate, you're gonna stay with your school group on stage to get a picture with your school representative. And then collectively, once that photo is taken of your school group, you will return to your seats. We'll have those pictures here up on the stage. Okay, got it? You know what's gonna happen, right? All right, well then we're gonna get started with our first school, and that's Marshall High School. So we'll invite our Marshall High School up to the front. All right.
I do. All right, good evening, everyone. Hi, my name is Jeremy Lavoie, and I am the placement specialist at Marshall High School. I would like to extend a thank you to the Middletown Community Foundation and Dorothy and Fred Shoemake. At this time, once I call your name, please line up in a single file and come forward. Once all names have been announced, please remain on the stage for a group picture. Our first recipient is Amaya Davis. She received the Allison Shoemake Scholarship and will be majoring as an ultrasound technician. In her own words, I chose this major because I would love to travel around the world to educate and help women understand the changes that occur in the human body during pregnancy. Honesty Means also received the Allison Shoemake Scholarship. Honesty will be majoring in social work. In her own words, I chose this major because my goals are to own my own group home and open a safe house for domestic violence victims. Thank you.
All right, next up is Middletown Christian. So as our representative is coming, just a reminder, students, you're gonna come up, you're gonna shake everybody's hands, and you're gonna stay here for the photo, and as you make your way down, you will meet your scholarship donor if they are here.
At this time, once I call your name, please line up in a single file and come forward. Once all names have been announced, please remain on the stage for a group picture. Andrei Simonov. Andre received the Louis B. McCauley Scholarship and will be majoring in business. In his own words, I chose this major because I have a great interest in excelling in the business field, and I am considering becoming an entrepreneur. I believe that college can help me achieve my goals. Up next is Ava Jordan. Ava also received the Louis B. McCauley Scholarship and will be majoring in engineering. In her own words, I chose the field of engineering because I've always had an interest in technology and mathematics. I also want to be in a profession where I can help people in the world with new inventions. Following Ava is Blake Green. Blake received the Lawrence and Jean Wood MAGYC Scholarship and the Richard B. Monroe Senior Scholarship and will be majoring in business administration. In his own words, I chose this major because I am detail-oriented and process-oriented, and those are some of my skills. Business has so many opportunities in different fields within itself that it does not limit me. I'm truly unsure of exactly which direction I want to go in business, but I do think it is the field that matches my areas of strength and offers the most paths to choose moving forward. Up next is Hannah Geis. Hannah received the Middletown Community Foundation School Award and will be majoring in business. In her own words, I chose this degree because with this particular degree, I can pursue multiple different career paths. Up next is Kendra Cuevas Farfan. Kendra received the Dr. James Russell Myers for the University of Cincinnati and will be majoring in engineering. In her own words, I chose this major because I have always enjoyed math. I want to do something that I will enjoy and be challenged at the same time. And up next is Matthew Mellish. Matthew received the Dornbush High School Scholarship for being on our youth council and the Veterans Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in business or sports. In his own words, I'm going into my freshman year of college at Cedarville University undeclared. I'll be going for a Bible minor, but my current major is undecided. I would like to work towards a business degree or something to do in the sports world.
All right, while these friends are getting their photo, let's cue up Bishop Fenwick High School.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Blaine Collison. I'm principal at Bishop Fenwick High School, and want to give my thanks to the Middletown Foundation Scholarship Committee and really for all of their help. They do a tremendous job not only for the kids of Middletown, but for our schools as well. So thank you on behalf of all of us. First up is Amelia Rizzo. Amelia received the Carl and Faye Robbins Memorial Scholarship and the Lewis B. McCallie Scholarship and will be majoring in chemistry and biochemistry with a forensic science focus. Amelia said that she chose this major because she has a passion for forensic science from watching crime shows growing up, and she chose to be a major in chemistry with a minor in forensic science. Next is Amy Joseph. Amy received the Dorothy Bratton Scholarship, and she'll be majoring in nursing. In her words, becoming a nurse has always been a dream of mine. People in my family were nurses, and they inspire me very much. Also, my father passed away in 2019, and I wanted to be able to help families so that they don't go through what I went through as a young age with my family. Next is Bruce Bray. Bruce received the David T. Morgan Memorial Scholarship and the Dorothy Bratton Scholarship, and he'll be majoring in engineering. He says he chose this major in civil engineering because he loves being outside and protecting the environment. He enjoys the thought of renewable energy science and used to create infrastructure that reduces a community's waste and carbon footprint. Next is Gianna Frangia. Gianna received the American Association of University Women's Scholarship and the Dornbush High School Scholarship for being our youth council and will be majoring in secondary teaching for English And she said that she chose English as her major because of the impact teachers have had on her life and the impact she'd like to have on others' lives. She said, I've always been a very sociable person, and I believe in the importance of human interaction, which is hard to maintain due to social media, AI, and other technologies. I wish to be a positive role model in my students' lives and provide them reliable support. Next is Madison Shue. Madison received the Middletown Community Foundation School Award and is undecided at this time in her major. She is leaning towards health sciences or business and marketing. She wants to explore her options and find out what more of her interests are once she gets to college and chooses her future career path. Rachel Fossum. Rachel received the Lewis B. McCallie Scholarship and the Marianne Brihanna Scholarship and will be majoring in speech therapy. In her words, I chose this major of speech-language pathology because I want to work in a health-related field to combine my love of science and helping others. I find joy in teaching and helping others, especially young children, and speech pathology gives me that opportunity to do those very things for a better world.
Next up, we have Franklin. So while our Fenwick kids are getting their photo, we'll invite our Franklin students to get ready.
Good evening. My name is Michelle Judy, and I am one of the guidance counselors of Franklin High School, and I'm honored to announce this year's winners. We would like to thank the Middletown Foundation for your generous donations to our students and putting so much into the future. Thank you. Addison Berry. Addison received the Mabel D. Kinder American Red Cross Scholarship and will be majoring in nursing. Addison states, I chose this major because I've always been drawn to helping others, whether it comes to schoolwork and just advice. With hopes of getting my BSN, I would have the opportunity to provide more help than ever. Alexis Talby. Alexis received the Walter and Nellie Evans Scholarship and will be majoring in business. She chose business because she enjoys the challenge that comes with it and the love that is always changing and adapting. Next up is Alyssa Mullen. Alyssa received the Mike Kenayalix Scholarship for military veterans and will be majoring in environmental science chemistry. Alyssa is pursuing an environmental science and chemistry degree at Heidelberg University due to her passion for chemistry and taking care of the environment. Autumn Allen. Autumn received the Middletown Community Foundation Merit Award and the Paula Burke Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in political science, environmental economics, and policy. Bryson Hall. Bryson received the Victor and Sarah Carpenter Scholarship and will be majoring in sports management. Bryson states, I chose to major in sports management because I've always had a passion for sports. I want to be involved in the business aspect and see what goes on behind the scenes in a sports organization. Next up, we have Carter Black. Carter received the Middletown Community Foundation School Award and will be majoring in business. Carter plans on attending college to study business or sports management. He states, I'm a very social person, so I'm looking for a career where I can meet new people and build relationships with others. I'm not sure what business I would like to open, but I would like to start something that involves both athletics and working with teenagers. This could be some type of training facility, gym, or running and managing a large sports complex. Next up is Catherine O'Hara. Catherine received the Walter and Nellie Evans Scholarship and will be majoring in engineering. Catherine states, I chose to major in biomedical engineering because I want to help develop medicines and medical instruments while also studying the body. Christopher Bond. Christopher received the Durham-Bosch High School Scholarship for being on our youth council and the John and Catherine Hensley Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in engineering. Chris states, I chose this major because I have a creative and constructive mind that would be perfect for making models and coming up with innovative ideas on roads and bridges. Delaney Ham. Delaney received the Herbert C. and Marjorie L. Root Scholarship for Early Childhood Education and will be majoring in Early Childhood Education. Delaney states, I chose this major because I want to be able to teach the future generations of America not only the knowledge they need to learn in school, but also how to be a kind person. My goal is to make learning fun and exciting for my students. I am also hopeful to create a classroom that is a safe place where every child feels loved, accepted, and cared for. Dusty Ivy. Dusty received the Sue Ann Meek Scholarship and will be majoring in nursing. Jacob Eink. Jacob received the Middletown Music Club Louis John Jonan Scholarship and will be majoring in music education. Jacob states, I chose this major because I've always loved music and I want to help people develop a love for it. I also want to follow in the footsteps of my parents who are also music teachers. Kaylin Martin. Kaylin received the Fern Gerber Scholarship and will be majoring as an ultrasound technician. Kensington Black. Kensington received the Oprah Scholarship and will be majoring in chemistry and biochemistry with a minor in forensic science at Valparaiso University with the hopes of one day attending medical school. Kensington states, entrance into medical school is necessary so that I can become a forensic medical examiner. I'm interested in this career field because I want to know how and why people die and to hopefully bring peace and comfort to their family. Owen Carr. Owen received the John Resner Education Scholarship and will be majoring in business. Owen states, I chose to major in business because not only am I a numbers guy, I also love dealing with all things business. I love doing inventory of things, managing business, and trying to help businesses become and stay more popular in our world today. Savannah Allball. Savannah received the Walter and Nellie Evans Scholarship and will be majoring in business administration. Savannah states that she became interested in finance and business after taking a financial management class. She says, I chose this major because I wanted to be in a growing field of study. I plan to earn an associate's degree in business administration and a bachelor's in finance after that. Sophia Aldridge. Sophia received the Middletown Community Foundation Merit Award and will be majoring in business administration. Sophia states, I chose this major because making others happy, interacting and countless people, and competing with myself and others have all been common themes and even needs in my life. I would say that interaction with others has been my most prominent driving force, particularly in high school. With business, I know I will always be able to maintain my competitive attitude while exploring countless opportunities to preserve my love for interaction and competition. Susan Gray. Susan received the Walter and Nellie Evans Scholarship and will be majoring in chemistry. Susan states, I chose chemistry as my major because I love math and science. I fell in love with discovering new things during my labs and how you always learn something new every day. Plus, it's very detail-oriented, and it pushes me to become the best that I can be. Trey Newsom. Trey received the Herbert C. and Marjorie L. Root Scholarship for engineering and will be majoring in engineering. Trey states, I chose this major because I have a genuine passion for math and science. Engineering is a field where I can apply my passion and make a difference in the world. There's Franklin.
All right, who's up next while Franklin gets their photo taken? Let's have Madison get ready in the queue. All right, nice job, everyone. Do you want to come up around?
Good afternoon. I'm Chris Smith, the principal at Madison High School, Middletown Community Foundation. Thank you again for supporting our students. Allison Hudak. Allison received the Dornbush High School Scholarship for being on our youth council and the Stephanie Markham Mengi Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in marketing. In her words, I chose this major because I plan to major in marketing and minor in journalism. I want to help represent companies, products, and to better advertise for them, as well as developing better writing and thinking skills. Eliana Tipton received the Carl and Faye Robbins Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in the health-related field. In her words, although I am not currently 100% sure on my degree, I am very interested in possibly becoming a nurse or an ultrasound technician. I've always been a very altruistic person, and I seek to help others. Next is Emma Graft. Emma received the Stephanie Markham Mengi Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring as an X-ray technician. In her words, I chose this major because I want to work with children and I'm drawn to the medical imaging. I want to combine my passions for children with the medical field. Evan Terrell. Evan received the Carl and Faye Robbins Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in applied science for data analytics. In his words, I plan to obtain an Associate of Applied Science and Data Analytics because I have a passion for computer programming that will help me focus on helping a company identify patterns and trends in their data. Caden Sarball. Caden received the Aviation Educational Trust Scholarship and will be majoring in aviation. In his words, I chose aviation because my grandpa is a pilot and he enjoyed it. He has influenced me and I enjoy flying, and as well, it's a career path with a need with workers on the rise. Caitlin Krim. I think Caitlin showed. Caitlin received the Larry L. Brandenburg Scholarship and the Richard B. Monroe Senior Scholarship and will be majoring in finance. Levi Griffin. Levi received the Dornbush High School Scholarship for being on our youth council and the Bud Graff Scholarship and will be majoring in mechanical engineering. Lillian Carpenter. Lillian received the Middletown Community Foundation School Award and will be majoring in marketing. In her words, I chose this major because I am interested in studying marketing. Marketing can be considered to be both an art and a science. That is something I agree with. I've always known that I wanted to pursue something where I can exercise my creative abilities. Lindsay Diver. Lindsay received the Wildy and Ernest Streethal Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in communications. Megan Clark. Megan received the David and Carol Scholl Scholarship for the Arts and will be majoring in television. In her words, I chose this major because I very much enjoy creating videos and editing them on my computer and want to consider doing it professionally. Olivia Barker. Olivia received the Mona Khan Scholarship and will be majoring in music education. In her words, I chose to major in music education due to my passion for music and sharing it with others. Madison High School recipients.
All right, next up is Edgewood, and I think our school rep is coming up the side stairs. All right. He's very tall, so he needs. You're so tall. You're so tall compared to me.
I was talking to Tom about raising this, so thank you. At this time, once I call your name, please line up in a single file line and come forward. Once all names have been announced, please remain on the stage for a group picture. And before we get started, I just want to thank you for this opportunity for our students. My name is Doug Gagan. I'm the high school principal. First recipient, Bryson Robertson. Bryson received the Victor and Sarah Carpenter Scholarship and will be majoring in business. In his own words, I chose this major because my life goal is to start my own business and reselling musical instruments and bringing more music culture to my community as an outlet for the people around me. That is why I chose to major in business. Next, Bryn Barker. Bryn received the Middletown Firefighters Association Scholarship and will be majoring in hearing, speech, language sciences. In her own words, I chose this major when I started taking American Sign Language my freshman year and loved the class from day one. I continued all 4 years and felt that I had a passion for the hearing impaired community. I decided to major in health science programs focusing on speech and audiology. I also want to minor in ASL. I feel it is important to bridge the gap between the hearing and non-hearing communities. Clay Schmidt. Clay received the Dr. James Russell Myers for the University of Cincinnati Scholarship and will be majoring in engineering. In his own words, I chose this major because I've always had a big interest in how things work and come apart. Next, Connor Ballantyne. Connor received the Veterans Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in engineering. In his own words, I chose this major because I've always enjoyed math, learning how objects are built, and being outdoors. Being a civil engineering major allows me to use all the things I enjoy as a career. Next, Declan Height. Declan received the Victor and Sarah Carpenter Scholarship and will be majoring in business. In his own words, I chose this major because I have a job planned for after I get this degree. This job is working at a hospital in their data analytics side. Eddie Thompson. Eddie received the Veterans Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in business. In his own words, I chose this major because my career goal is to major in business entrepreneurship and learn everything I can to be successful when I graduate. Starting a business at such a young age has given me the confidence to believe that with hard work and time, anything is possible. Evan Holsholt. Evan received the Middletown Community Foundation School Award and will be majoring in business administration. In his own words, I chose this major because I have always enjoyed being a part of DECA, which involves students in realistic business scenarios. I find satisfaction in making sure every piece of a company is working exactly as it should. I love solving problems that arise in everyday business settings. Next, Gracie Ann Ruskop. Gracie Ann received the Walter and Nellie Evans Scholarship and will be majoring in elementary education. In her own words, I have chosen the major of elementary education as I believe the world needs dedicated teachers who want to make a difference in children's lives. I believe elementary education will be a fulfilling career for me as I aspire to make a positive difference in the next generation's lives. Jack Villano. Jack received the Veterans Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in chemistry. In his own words, I chose chemistry as my primary major because it is where I found my passion for science. Since elementary school, I have always viewed chemistry as magic, and as I learned more in high school, my passion exploded. Kaylin Spencer. Kaylin received the Victor and Sarah Carpenter Scholarship and will be majoring in nursing. In her own words, I chose this major because my aunt, Bertina Ronto, is a nurse. When I was younger, I used to be at her house every single day. I watched her go through nursing school. I love helping others and seeing those in need get the help that they deserve. Next, Kirsten Frankie. Kirsten received the Middletown Community Foundation Merit Award and the Veterans Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in agribusiness. In her own words, I chose this major because I've grown up in a rural area and have been in 4-H since I was 8 years old and in FFA for all high school. Serving as the FFA chapter president, I began to realize that having a career in agriculture is something that interests me. There is an unlimited amount of agricultural careers, and the industry will only continue to improve and grow with the population. Next, Kurt Browning. Kurt received the Veterans Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in nursing. In his own words, I chose this major because I'm fascinated by the healthcare field and interested in learning more about the human body. Being able to help others through difficult or life-threatening situations is something I care deeply about. Lily Swigert. Lily received the Walter and Nellie Evans Scholarship and will be majoring in equine business and management. In her own words, I am planning to attend the University of Findlay. I will be majoring in equine business and management because I have a passion for equine and the equine industry. I want to expand my knowledge and capabilities to find success in the equine industry. Lily Wolf. Lily received the Arthur Harvey Scholarship and will be majoring in agriculture. In her own words, I chose this major because I have had many exposures to agriculture through my life that have led me to wanting to pursue a career in the industry. When exploring options to further my education, I quickly landed upon Purdue University. Purdue is one of the best colleges for students who want to study agriculture. The connections they have are unmatched, and the field I would like to obtain a degree in agronomy, crop, and soil science. Maggie Henderson. Maggie received the Doran-Bush High School Scholarship for being on our youth council and the Allison Harris Flora Scholarship and the Middletown Community Foundation Merit Award and will be majoring in nursing. In her own words, I chose this major because I want to give people a voice so that they feel heard and safe in medical settings. I want to help as many people as possible in a way that is more than just physical, but also mental, creating a trusting environment. Morgan Sloan. Morgan received the Arthur Harvey Scholarship and will be majoring in agribusiness. In her own words, I chose this major because I have an agricultural background through our family farm and have worked for the last 2 years at Just Farmin'. I feel learning more about agribusiness will allow me to consider pursuing my own business or work in one of the many agricultural fields. Nora Current. Nora received the Walter and Nellie Evans Scholarship and will be majoring in zoology. In her own words, I chose this major because I've always had a passion for endangered animals due to the concept that animals have no way to express their own wants and needs through verbal communication. I think it is remarkably important that there are people who are willing to use their own voices and knowledge to provide animals with resources they need to flourish on the land that belongs to them far before the human race inhabited it. Next, Sarah Wiest. Sarah received the Marilyn E. Day Family Scholarship and will be majoring in physical therapy. In her own words, I chose this major due to being in physical therapy myself. The idea of helping people to come back from injuries that are causing harm physically, mentally, and being there to support them is something that I find very important and want to help make a difference with. Stephen Asher. Stephen received the Richard L. Meek Scholarship and is undecided. In his own words, I am undecided because I want to explore what I want to do with the rest of my life. I have very many ideas about my career, and I want to make sure I spend my time in college carefully exploring all the majors and careers. I'm interested in such as history, computer science, criminal justice, and business to ensure I have the right decision for me and my future. Ty Finkbein. Ty received the Veterans Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in engineering. In his own words, I chose this major because I've always been fascinated by the great inventors, Tesla, Alexander Graham Bell, Leonardo da Vinci, etc., and I've always aspired to be like them. So to seek out this goal, I want to become a mechanical engineer to learn the skills that it takes to create a great solution to a great problem. Wyatt Manuel. Wyatt received the All About Pet Care Steve Zirkle Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring as a veterinarian. In his own words, I chose this major because I've always been so passionate about helping and caring for animals, anything that had to do with animals while I was growing up now. I just love doing. Thank you. Please group together for a picture.
All right, we have Monroe queued up next. It's a sharp-looking group right there. Nice job. Right, do we have Monroe next? Or yes, okay, very good. All right, hi. Feel free to adjust this.
Yes. Bigger font.
All right, this works for you?
Yes.
Okay. got it.
Good evening. My name is Tom Prohaska. I'm the proud principal of Monroe High School. There they are. Raise your hand, kids. Right there. They know it. Here we go. First off, I want to thank the foundation. You guys are incredible. It's amazing how much money you give to these kids. and it really helps make their dreams come true. So thank you so much. Really makes a difference. So we're going to start off tonight with Allison Morris. Allison received the Doran-Bush High School Scholarship for being on our youth council in Nevalda Wilkerson Middletown Symphony Orchestra Legacy Scholarship and will be majoring in music education. In her words, I have decided to pursue music education because it combines my love of music with my passion for teaching. Andrew Wilcox. Andrew received the Jean and Dottie Saylor Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in business. In his words, I'm attending University of Dayton for sports management and business. I will be challenged and required to create and maintain industry connections, build a portfolio, and publish and present symposiums and conferences. I will get real-world experience, not just book learning. Ashton Cuss. Ashton received the Middletown Community Foundation School Award and will be majoring in engineering. In his own words, I chose this degree because I am good at math and science. I wanted to go into a career that has a lot of both and will pay good. That is why I want to do mechanical and civil engineering. He will definitely make some money. Here we go. Next up, Bailey Long. Bailey received the Matthew E. Fiora Scholarship and will be majoring in nursing. In her words, I chose this major because nurses are in high demand and essential to our healthcare system because they offer a tangible and direct impact on the public. Through the advice of several family members who are nurses, I understand that a nursing career offers flexibility and provides a firm foundation for growth in multiple pathways. I'm excited to embark on a career where interacting with and caring for and helping people heal will be part of my daily life. Emerson Kelly. Emerson received the Leanne Miltenberger Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in physical therapy. She could not be here tonight. Next up is Grace Zarbal. Grace received the Walter L. Bake Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in biology. Next up, Hope Muncie. Hope received the Lemon Monroe High School Class of 1964 Scholarship and will be majoring in psychology and pre-law. In her own words, I chose this major because I decided if I wanted to follow the pre-law path and focus my college years on my future career, or if I should try something different. It would be important for me to choose a major that I not only enjoyed, but one that would help me get into law school. Next up, Madeline Duff. Maddie received the Marjorie A. Johnston Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in nursing. In her own words, I have chosen to major in health science with the goal of pursuing a career as a hospice nurse. My decision is deeply rooted in the inspirational journey of interactions with elderly, especially my papaw, Barry Props. As I prepare for my academic journey at Wittenberg University this fall, I'd like to reflect with you about the impactful experiences I have had on the direction of my path into the healthcare. Next up, Madison Burt. Madison received the Jean and Dottie Saylor Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in business. In her own words, I chose this major because from the first time I walked through the doors in my Target uniform, I was fascinated with retail. I knew I wanted to be the mastermind behind what makes people buy. Next up, Mason Fugate. Mason received the Bob Grimes Memorial Scholarship and the Doran-Bush High School Scholarship for being on our youth council in the Middletown Community Foundation, Merit, and will be majoring in biochemistry in pre-medical track. In his own words, I chose this major because it combines my two favorite subjects of biology and chemistry. Along with that, since this degree is a combination of the two fields, it means there will always be something new to learn. I also feel this would be a good degree to have for medical school in the future, as it would make me more well-rounded in STEM fields. Michael Heitzelman. Michael received the Chenault Scholarship Distribution in the RMP Family Scholarship and will be majoring in engineering. In his own words, I chose engineering as this is something I have seen myself doing for years. Engineers are needed across the world and are crucial for making changes in our modern world. I've always been good with numbers and math, as well as science-based courses such as physics. So engineering is something that comes natural to me. I also really enjoy working with my hands, something engineers are known for. My dad is also a carpenter, and although distinct, I hope one day I can work alongside him, or at least participate in some of his projects. For all these reasons, I hope I can become an engineer. Peyton Corthell. Peyton received the Coach Ted Stewart Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in biology. In her own words, I chose this major because I plan to become a pediatrician, and I believe a biology major will help prepare me to go to medical school and eventually become a pediatrician. Next up, Peyton Allen. Peyton received the Audubon Club Middletown Scholarship and will also be majoring in biology. In her own words, I chose this major ever since I was a little girl. All living things have intrigued me, people, animals, and nature. I've always found an intense passion and curiosity for learning the inner workings of living things and how they are connected. Next up, Reagan Swartz. Reagan received the Nancy Cahill Giggles Scholarship, Giggles, the Giggles Scholarship, and will be majoring in marketing. In her own words, I chose to go into the marketing with a co-major of art management and plan to minor in emerging technologies because of my appreciation for media and design aspects that go into it. Marketing will help me as it is also a versatile major. Next up, Ryan Miles. Ryan received the Harry A. Finkelman Scholarship and will be majoring in business. In his own words, I chose business as my major because I found an interest in my economics and business management classes. I want to continue my education to focus on these interests and have a successful career in technology sales. Next up, Samantha Melowick. Samantha received the ACE Scholarship Program and the Michael and Peggy McCluskey Educational Scholarship and will be majoring in education. In her own words, I chose this degree because I have always wanted to help people, especially children. I feel that as a teacher, I can make a difference in a kid's life, and I believe every teacher should strive to do that. Next up, Sarah Deaton. Sarah received the Veterans Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in nursing. In her own words, I chose this major because ever since I was a little girl, I've dreamed of becoming a nurse. I chose the major because of my desire to help others in need and be a positive impact for my patients. Next up, Taylor Redding. Taylor received the James M. Anderson, MD, and Bertha Anderson Family Scholarship and will be majoring in pre-medical. In her own words, I chose this major because I plan on attending college to study biology with pre-medicine track. My end goal is to be an emergency medicine physician. I want to be able to help people and care for them, possibly their most critical condition. I've shadowed this position a few times, and I really like the fast-paced and community-like environment among all the staff. Tyler Gannon. Tyler received the Ralph J. and Sandra Gordon Bays Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in computer engineering. In his own words, I chose computer engineering as my degree because after COVID hit, I spent a lot of time researching and learning about computers. Through this, I found a hobby that I have stuck with even for 4 years later. Vanessa Wolf. Vanessa received the Dr. James Russell Myers for the University of Cincinnati scholarship and will be majoring in engineering. In her own words, I chose this major because I wanted to become a biomedical engineer. I love my anatomy and physiology class. She had to love that class. She didn't have a choice. As well as the engineering classes as I have taken through high school. For all those that don't know, her mom taught the class. That's why she loved it. I enjoyed the idea of working in a career that would allow me to help further medicine and health options for patients. And lastly, Willa Larbus. Willa received the Donald and Imogen Orts Engineering Scholarship and will be majoring in engineering and architecture. In her own words, I chose this major because I have always enjoyed buildings and how they are designed and built. I want to be able to create buildings and structures that fit into their environment without disrupting how we live that add to our lives. I want to create buildings that last a lifetime for people to see when they travel. Thank you. Now together for a group pick.
So short. While they get their photo, do we have a representative from Baden if you want to come up the side?
Thank you.
Yeah, great. Hi, Andrea. Great. Welcome. So you photo?
Hello, my name is Angie Buchheit. I'm from Baden High School. Thank you for your generosity in having us here. I've never been before. I'm here to recognize one student, Gavin Isaacs. Gavin received the Veterans Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in political science, public administration, with a secondary degree in communication. In his own words, I chose this major because since I was a little kid, the military and politics have always been a passion of mine. I want to add, in my own words, Gavin has a tremendous work ethic and conviction. His passions receive his focused efforts, and I have no doubt that he will achieve great things. It's an honor to see you get recognized.
Nice. Yeah. Our next school is Springboro, but I don't think that Principal Martin could make it today. Do we have a Springboro school rep? So I get to do the honors then, friends, and I will ask Olivia Demarani to come to the stage. Olivia is, let's give it up for Olivia. Olivia is receiving our Louis F. Cox Memorial Scholarship, which can go to students in Warren or Butler County. So that's how Olivia came to us from Springboro. She'll be majoring in business administration, pursuing a degree in business because she wants to be a corporate leader in the nonprofit sector. We should talk about that, Olivia. So let's give Olivia a round of applause. Nice job. Yeah, thanks for being here, Olivia. Glad you're here. And last but not least, our big group, Middletown High School students, there are lots of donors who love and care about you, and so we saved the largest group from last. So our principal from Middletown High School is making her way to the stage. Yeah, let's give it up. Okay, and you're short too, so you can just stand. All right.
Good evening. I am Carmela Cotter, the very proud principal of Middletown High School. I want to say a special thank you to the Middletown Community Foundation on behalf of all of our kids, on behalf of the ones that I get to serve so much, as part of a result of the fact that I was a recipient of the Middletown Community Foundation scholarships. So thank you for a wonderful career. At this time, I'd like to honor our students. Elisa Smith. Elisa received the Norman and Pat Hayes Scholarship and the Rick Moore Family Scholarship and will be majoring in film production. In her own words, I chose this major because I want to start the new waves of movies and help coming-of-age young adult movies be catered toward Black teens. Ashley Kidwell. Ashley received the Diane J. Meek Scholarship and will be majoring as a veterinary tech. In her own words, I chose this major because I love helping and being with animals. I plan to get my master's degree in marine biology. Ava Herrig. Ava received the Constantine Charles Nicholas Revelos Scholarship and the E.B. and Johnsy Banks Education Scholarship and the Les Johnson Education Scholarship and will be majoring in elementary education. And I hope I get to hire her. In her own words, I chose elementary education because I want to impact the lives of the children in my community beyond just the classroom. I want to come back to Middletown to teach, to be a role model to students who may not have the support they need at home. Now, Ava Lang. Ava Lang received the Christy Minix Memorial Scholarship and the Les Johnson Education Scholarship and will be majoring in education. In her own words, I chose education as a major because of my love and talent for teaching others. As a patient and organized person, I feel my purpose in life is to make a difference in the lives of young students so they can live a happy life like I experienced. Another one for me to hire. Ayanna Aldridge. Ayanna received the Beulah I. Brown RN Nursing Scholarship and will be majoring in nursing. In her own words, having a career where I can be intellectually challenged while also being able to make the world a better place is important to me. Knowing what critical thinking, problem solving, and hands-on approaches can be a part of my daily life fills me with a sense of enjoyment. It provides me with a sense of personal fulfillment and to know that nursing allows me to take that vulnerability from people and help them. Brianna Boyle. Brianna received the Allen Beach Memorial Award and the Jeff Wiley Scholar Athlete Award and will be majoring in biology. In her own words, I chose to major in biology because I've always enjoyed science and I find it challenging. I love animals and want to pursue a career working with animals, so I would like to be a wildlife biologist and work in conservation. Christian Mathis. Christian received the Chenault Scholarship and the Richard B. Monroe Senior Scholarship and will be majoring in business. In his own words, I decided to pursue a degree in business at Miami Middletown with the goal of transferring after 1 to 2 years to Miami Oxford and into the Farmer School of Business, where I'll pursue a major in supply chain and operation management. This field piqued my interest as I have multiple family members who work in supply chain for Cleveland Cliffs, and I've had plenty of opportunities to gauge an understanding of the job through them. Cohen Nicholas. Cohen received the Carmen de Leon Middletown Symphony Orchestra Legacy Scholarship and will be majoring in music. In his own words, ever since I started playing the trumpet in the 6th grade, I have always had the love to pursue my music career.
I look at my time in musical arts and see how it has impacted my life and would love to help others with this opportunity that I was given. DeAndre Goodson. DeAndre received the Jack Gordon Memorial Football Scholarship and the Kane Adkins Football Scholarship and will be majoring in exercise science. In his own words, I would like to major in exercise science to help others that have sports-related injuries. Eliana Uribe. Eliana received the Women's Center of Middletown Scholarship and will be majoring in pastry arts. In her own words, I chose this major because I always have a passion for baking and would like to become a pastry chef. Emerson Adams. Emerson received the Beulah I. Brown RN Nursing Scholarship and will be majoring in nursing. In her own words, I chose to go into nursing because I love being involved in direct patient care. It is so rewarding to see the progress people have made in leaving the hospital and knowing that I am the one that helped them achieve that. Emily Shaver. Emily received the Marjorie A. Johnston Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in public health. In her own words, I chose public health as my major because I am very interested in how the human body reacts when coming in contact with not only environmental factors, but genetic as well. Evan Urso. Evan received the Dorothy Brayton Scholarship and the Jeff Wiley Scholar Athlete Award and the Richard B. Monroe Senior Scholarship and will be majoring in Business Juris Doctor. In his own words, I intend to double major in political science and business economics. I've witnessed the impact my father, a school board member, has made through a local government. This dual major equips me with a comprehensive understanding of both political structures and economic systems. Gabriel Gasper. Gabriel received the American Hellenic Educational Scholarship and the Cedric H. Glover Memorial Performing Arts Scholarship and the Les Johnson Education Scholarship and will be majoring in music education. In his own words, I chose to pursue music education as I see it as a best fit for what I am as a human being. I feel that my passion for the art form would help educate those who deserve to be enlightened by the wonderful world of music. Isaac Stamper. Isaac received the Carl and Faye Robbins Memorial Scholarship and the Middletown Community Foundation School Award and will be majoring in business administration. In his own words, I chose this major. I believe that majoring in business-related field would be good for me as it fits my personality. Real estate is something that my parents have started getting into pretty seriously, and seeing them work in that field makes me want to be a part of it. It is a field that I'm interested in and something I feel I could become an expert in as time goes on. Kamora White. Kamora received the John A. McCluskey Sr. and Helen McCluskey Scholarship and will be majoring in communications. In her own words, I chose the major because I want to be able to use my communication skills to help and teach people more. Carly Smith. Carly received the 1971 Middletown High School Class Scholarship and the David and Wanda Way Educational Scholarship and the Les Johnson Education and will be majoring in elementary education. In her own words, I am majoring in early education because I want to change little kids' life the way teachers did for me. Teachers have always showed me to stay positive to everyone around me. I want to be a role model to kids. I want kids to set goals for themselves and make a difference in other people's lives. Lajay Calhoun. Laj received the Louis F. Cox Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in design. In her own words, I chose this major because ever since I was a little girl, interior design has always been a dream. I was the little girl who asked my parents to turn on HDTV instead of Disney. The one who played house design simulation games instead of dress up. I loved moving my room around, typically every month, just for the joy of something new. I always kept my room organized and clean as I just enjoyed that sight. My love for interior is endless, and I'm excited to take this next step into my dream career. Madeline Fluharty. Madeline received the Kayla Harrison Scholarship and the Louis B. Macaulay Scholarship and the Tolliver Pharmacy Scholarship and will be majoring in pharmacy. In her own words, I chose this major because I love chemistry and I wanted to work in the medical field without having to directly touch patients all the time. Malaya Wright. Malaya received the Constantine Charles Nicholas Revelos Scholarship and the Middletown High School Class of 1950 Dwight Neal Memorial Scholarship and will be majoring in nursing. In her own words, I chose this major because of the passion I've always had to take care of people. It has been one of my goals to make an impact on people's lives. Nolan C. Nolan received the Brian Kelly Cantron Memorial and the Dorothy Brayton Scholarship and will be majoring in neuroscience. In his own words, I chose this major because I've always had a passion for science, particularly the fields surrounding the workings of the nervous system. Many of our modern health problems revolve around the brain and its deterioration. I'd love to aid in solving them. Quentin Russell. Quentin received the Kane Adkins Football Scholarship and will be majoring in physical therapy. In his own words, I chose this major due to being an athlete and seeing a lot of injuries amongst players of all sports. I chose physical therapy as my major because I want to help people through injuries and improve movement through recovery. Taylor Hale. Taylor received the Dornbush High School Scholarship for being on our youth council and the Geckler Family Scholarship and will be majoring in the justice system. In her own words, I chose this major because I feel as though, with hard work, I can help change the justice system as a lawyer. And now we want to get together for a group picture.
Wow, everyone, that was a lot of amazing students. They're really impressive, aren't they? I'm so proud of all that they have accomplished and am grateful to all of you for joining us today. Education and learning at all levels is really a passion. It's a pillar of our work at the Community Foundation, and so it's really our honor to help these young people on their journey. So for our students who are here, in order for you to get the money to your school, you have some follow-up work that you will need to do for Sarah Watson here. So make sure you're checking your emails regularly and doing that follow-up work very soon. So we will hope that all of our scholarship winners will take one more picture with us right from where you're sitting. I think we're going to take a picture from the stage looking out at the audience. But otherwise, that concludes our program this evening. We want to thank again all of the donors. Students, find your donors if you haven't already. Enjoy the fellowship out in the lobby, and best wishes to everyone on their educational journeys. Thank you. We're going to take it looking this way. All right, students, so if you're still in your seats, I think you should stand. If you're a student, you should stand. Look at the stage, and Alfredo here is going to get a photo of you all standing. We're going to give this a try. Oh, you guys look so good. Very cute. All right, thanks everybody.